Trying to access my stream chat right now. Hold up. There we go. Alright. There we go. Now I can see chat. Hello, everyone. You're clearly not frequent. It's always that thumbnail. Oh, yeah, the one of Saint getting killed by Goku. Yeah, I always change that one because that's just my default one. Yeah. Currently, I was baking muffins earlier. I was also making tea at the same time. Everyone in my household's either gone home or is at a party right now. So, I didn't really want to go to a party. Well, I wasn't invited, but, that's fine. Let's see. That's where I go. Let's continue on where we were last time. Alright. Playing the random buff mod. Alright, so now we need to get to Moon. And for some reason I have an extra arm. I don't know what this is. I just, have more arms. Oh, yeah. Why can I I have way too many flight abilities. I have way too many flight abilities. Yeah. Mainly just chilling. Let's get to Moon today. Probably won't take that long, let's be honest. I also gotta do Wander Passage. Maybe I can get Scholar with Moon. Grab the Perlin Industrial and then grab the Perlin Looks to Moon. Yeah, I can definitely get Wander. Huh. Oh, shoot. No wonder chat wasn't... Chat was just frozen still for me. Okay. Alright, there we go. Oh, okay, I require a lot more food pips now, okay. Not really reading chat as much. Yoink. Oh, right, sticky. It's 3. Huh. Okay, so food's now a bit of a problem, I guess. Let's see. Oh well. I'm gonna read chat here in a second. Yoinkus. Emperor's still alive for whatever reason. And I'm almost dead, so that's cool. Bro cannot reach me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep. Made a Twitter, It's not something I ever thought I'd do, but I made a Twitter. Kinda interesting. Haven't really put much on it yet. I put one image of Pebbles on it that I didn't want to upload to YouTube. And then I put the one video I posted earlier yesterday. I don't think a lot of people I don't know how many people actually get the references I make in my videos, which I think is very funny. It's like I can make a Fortnite reference, or I can make because I make a lot of obscure references, even not just like a obscure Twitter. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, had to happen at some point. Jeez, I don't get much food, do I? Can I like kill a lizard for food? Oh, let's find out, I guess. Uh-oh. I have like 3 different flying things. Just want to get to a shelter. Oh wait, hold up. I need to pick up this pearl real quick. Need to remember not to chuck a grenade. Don't chuck a grenade. Don't be an explosive. Don't be explosive for like 5 seconds. Alright, there we go. Need to pick up this pearl for later. Scholar is an important passage to get. That room while I'm at it. Oh. Man, I can only eat like one thing at a time. That's not fun. I don't think I'll have enough food to even rest. I guess I'll just starve myself. Fuck. Yep. Starving time, I guess. Oh, maybe this might be enough. Oh, jeez. What's my goal? Here. Okay, I don't have the cycle time for it, but I'll show you once I'm done. I have not been reading Shadow that much. I need to do that. But I'm like also just trying to... Okay, hold up. This might be how I get my food. What? Why'd that kill me? What I have in my inventory that would kill me? Oh, for fuck's sake. Anywho. I didn't have it. Was there anything in there that would have just killed me? Hold up. Alright, hold up. What buffs do I have? Hold up. I didn't check. Hold up. How do I check mods? Shift, no, not that. Continue. Alright, how do I check? Not check mods, check, buffs. This tab key, right? Here we go. Bomb Maniac, Swarm Missile, Popping Candy? What does this do? Eating a neuron fly gives like a... What's this one? Okay. Random rain, okay. Surely, like... Bombs have a 2-second delay. Russian roulette. Thrown weapons have a chance of hitting the thrower. I got killed by my own spear! Oh, fuck. I threw the spear to get the food. Damn, that's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. Wow. No wonder, like, my bombs kept ricocheting. Let me out. Damn it. Okay. I'm already dead. Yep. You know what? I'm gonna move it from the buff mod. I'm gonna go to... arena. Let's do some challenges. I'm gonna do the Sliver of Straw one until I get bored. Good for reading chat. Challenge 70. Yep. The only challenge to give Sliver of Straw a canon design. It'd be real funny if Watcher DLC completely... Because, like, you know, Downpour's not canon. So it'd be real funny if Sliver of Straw's canon, like, design... Like, this design was just completely retconned. I think that would be real funny to all the artists who have been drawing Sliver of Straw like this because of Downpour. I mean, like, they kind of had this design kind of going already for them, but oh damn, I got killed. But like, yeah. That would be yeah, I think it would. Downpour is not canon, what do you mean? It's made by fans. You know that, right? Like, think of, like, you know how, like, FNAF fan games are, like, endorsed by, like, Scott Cawthon himself, but they're not canon? You know? It's like that. Basically, it just means, like, none of it's, like... It's weird. It's a different universe, yeah. It's, like, not canon to, like, what the developer's original intention was, but, like, technically it's an alternate... They're using the alternate universe kind of... It's an AU. It's basically... The DLC is just one big AU. Because, honestly, I'm fine with that. Because, you know, I think the triple affirmative being Saint is kind of, like, cliche in a bit. Like, don't get me wrong, it's, like, narratively, it's nice, but it's cliche, you know? Like, because... a Slugcat being the triple affirmative, you know? It just, like, sure, you play as, you know, all these characters and all that. Play as, you know, the messengers and all that. But I think the end-all, be-all triple affirmative being a Slugcat that basically just goes through the void itself and comes back, it makes sense, but also I think it's a bit cliche. Like, I'm not upset with it, but I definitely would have thought, like, the actual triple affirmative would have been, you know, actual, like, it would have to have some mechanical, like, one of the actual requirements is that it's mechanically applicable, you know? But Saint's not a machine. Oh, damn. So basically, you don't like the canon, so you try to write off the entire DLC as non-canon? What? No, like it's been said by the devs that it's not canon. Like, it's one of those weird things. Like, so imagine, like, think of it like this: Dante's Inferno takes a lot from, you know, the like, you know, when you think of hell, you think of Dante's Inferno's version of hell. You know, 7 layers for the 7 deadly sins. You know, you have, you know, the pits, all that. But none of that is ever mentioned, ever, in the Bible. But people take that like actual, like that is how it is. It's not. It's never stated to be, you know? It's just some dudes, you know, to put it in a Maxor quote, it's some dude's Bible fan fiction, you know? Like, it's like that. It's popular, so people think that it has some canonicity to it. Did they ever say that Saint was the triple affirmative? I thought Saint was just the solution, not necessarily the solution. They said he wasn't the triple affirmative, but they said he was a solution. You know? But you know what I mean. It's like Dante's Inferno. Honestly, I enjoyed reading Dante's Inferno. It was just kind of it was a good piece of literature. I also remember reading 1984, and I gotta say, it is a very like bleak look into a dystopia, but it does it so well that it's so entertaining. Like, it's great. Like, you'll probably all read it eventually. It's required English, you know. So, I wouldn't doubt that people at some point will eventually read it. I haven't read 1984, but I want to because I love those themes. I'm in college and I have not read it. Wow. Huh. I know American English, like American English literature classes have been like completely failing the curriculums as of recent, so that could be why. I mean, like, I basically had a teacher come into class one day, just straight up drink bourbon on the job. She got fired halfway through, but it's kind of crazy, you know? It's weird that, you know, stuff like that just happens. And, like, the English Bureau just kind of had to get involved. I basically just didn't have to do any finals because they basically said, yeah, we have no way to fix this, so we're just going to send in a English Bureau representative and hope for the best. Kind of crazy. I have like a weird, you know. It probably has something to do with me being in like a total of 8 schools, so they probably assumed I read it in a previous one. Yeah, different curriculums. Yeah, that would probably be it. What do you mean your teacher just drank alcohol in class? Yeah, I had a teacher who basically mixed bourbon in with her coffee, and she was very touchy. Like she touched people way too much, way too comfortably. You know, she touched them inappropriately. Definitely not the kind of people you want to be around, you know? Definitely not people who should be teaching. I think they are, like, on a blacklist now from ever teaching, so. know why, but like, you know, a lot of chaotic stuff just kind of happens to me, you know? Like, what school do you even go to? I'm not saying that. I'm not dumb. But like a lot of chaotic stuff just kind of regularly happens to me. Like, you know, either I'm like the, at the epicenter of it, or I'm just kind of the one causing it. Every new thing we learn about your personal life is crazier than the last. I mean, I've got some crazy stories, but some I just genuinely don't think I can, like, tell. Not because, like, they're bad or anything, but it's just I don't remember the details well enough. Like, let me try to think of another crazy one. Have I told you about the guy in my school who broke bulletproof glass with his Chromebook because he was pissed he couldn't emulate Sonic 06? I had like a full front view of that. It was great. Dude got so mad. He also like kicked a trash can like off its screws, like its metal joints to the wall, and then proceeded to run out the building. And then, like, yeah, the school police officer had to obviously chase him. Yeah. How did you discover Rain World? I might honestly pull up the video I discovered Rain World with. I discovered Rain World from a Not Albino video. If you know Not Albino, I believe he's Norwegian. Norwegian Twitch streamer. I love his content because, you know, sometimes it's just funny to like have someone. I'm trying to think of like the best way to put this. He's funny, you know. I enjoy it. Inshallah, genuine question. Have you ever committed crimes? I mean, other than like petty theft, not really. I mean, like, I don't think I've ever done anything like truly illegal, you know. That guy makes a ton of good content. Thank you. Yeah, he does. He's so funny. I gotta watch that Chaos Nod video he posted today. Well, damn. Walked right into that. I committed petty theft when I was... waiter, more gay bat lore, please. I haven't even, like, fully fleshed out their lore yet. I love giving my characters, like, yes, other than crimes, I've never committed crimes, a classic response. To be fair, like, my boss was committing way more crimes than what I did. He deserved petty theft. He was basically, paying off, like, the health. Like, he was basically paying off the, health inspector, you know? And he was underpaying our workers despite... Okay, so the job listing had it set as $11 per hour. And he only ever paid people, $7.50, which is just the minimum wage without ever telling anyone. So, like, he was actually underpaying his workers and, so he could pay off the, health inspector. There was black mold growing in that place. It was kind of crazy. I mean, that's just the nature of bosses, pretty much. Yeah, it's kind of is. Yeah. Inshal suffering an SOS boss fight. Me using mouse drag to revive the side. Oh, shoot. No. Ah, damn. I went to my recording software to send Saint to info form. Sounds like health and safety violation, my favorite. Yeah, no. It was better when I worked at I'm working at a new job. I make pizzas now. I get to make pizzas. Um, that's not just a boss, that's a final boss, yeah. I make pizzas now. Your local Eldritch Horror works a 5-hour shift at a pizza joint. So I hope you all know that. That when I'm not posting art, I'm probably making pizzas. God damn it. What's your favorite pizza? I like this one I made. So, basically it's a pepperoni pizza. Your basic, normal Italian, you know, but I love cheese sauce. Cheese sauce is amazing. Nacho cheese, all that. I love it. So I basically take the pizza, mix in the, like red sauce, and in the red sauce I mix the cheese sauce and then put it in a 270-degree oven. It basically scorches your tongue, but it's delicious. Or, I could probably just dip the cheese sauce. Agreed, I love cheese so much. Yeah, cheese sauce goes so hard. Like, I love bar food. It's just kind of my favorite, like chicken wings, stuff like that. Pizzas, like specifically bar pizzas. What's your favorite Scug and Scav? My favorite Scug is Spearmaster, I think it's just fun to play the kill all be all. Like, Saint is nice when he's in his ascended mode, but also I think he just makes the game too easy. You basically get God mode for the last half, and the story plays itself. Favorite campaign so far has been Spearmaster, though. My favorite. Inv is a neat one, because I've always found Inv interesting, because I think it's a funny representation. Like, the way people have Inv is like a funny representation of this fandom. Is there are people who, like, completely deny In's existence because he's just, slightly horny. And then there are people who overdo In's horniness, to, like, the nth degree. And I think it's a good representation of the fandom, like how it's like two extremes almost, It's always two extremes. There is the people who are just, way too down bad, way too cursed, and myself included, obviously, in this. Like, I've drawn way too many images of Pebbles to not be included in that. And then, the people who are just kind of completely don't want any of that content in their funny rain game. Though I'll tell you one thing, I try not to ever draw anything suggestive of, like, the slug cats. I just don't like it, Other people can do that, but I tend to not draw much of it. When asked, I'll draw it, but I think really the only extent was that one image of, like, Artificer and Scav Chief. That was, like, the farthest I was willing to go. And I tried my hardest to make it really just look like that was just Artificer's foot. Which, did end up doing well, because that got posted to r/Rainworld and it wasn't immediately taken down. It still stands up, which I think is very funny. Also, there's been, like, a weird amount of just, like, pregnancy art in, OK Buddy Rainworld. And I described the contents of it to you, but I think it's really just, you have to see it for yourself to understand how cursed it is. you know? But the Brain Blast is funny. The Brain Blast is funny. I think it's definitely the most, like... Because I feel like a game giving you God mode in, like, a narrative sense is always fun, you know? Saints Campaign, I'm gonna admit, a lot of people hate Rubicon, but I love Rubicon for one specific reason. It changes the game from a platformer to a almost like a resource management game. Kind of like Saint is basically very good at changing how Rain World works as a gameplay. I mean, like, look at what I'm doing right now. This is basically just Touhou. This is Touhou. I don't want to see it for myself. Yeah, unfortunately I've seen it. I question why. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to see it for myself. I like Saint's tongue. Very fun. Yeah, his tongue is, like, really, like, it's an enjoyable mechanic, you know? I enjoyed Saint's campaign, albeit I wish I could get rid of the jellyfish. Not too keen on those, you know? But they're so, like, out of the way. Well, not really out of the way. You do have to eventually cross by, like, one. But, like, normally a Leviathan kills it before it's any big of a problem. I love Rubicon. Why does everyone hate it? I know! Like, Rubicon... Honestly, Rubicon is such a nice, like, last hurrah for Rain World. Like, it almost makes me a little bit sad that Downpour is considered non-canon, because, I'll admit, it wraps up the story in a neat, albeit a little cliche bow. Like, it felt like a fitting end to Rain World. And, you know, I'm fine with new DLC. When giant jellyfish. Yeah, like, I can't stand giant jellyfish, but, like, I think it is kind of funny, but, like, you know, outside of this, like, outside of all the cursed content I, you know, post, I actually really do like the narrative and themes of Rain World. Like, I am actually, like, quite a bit of a literature nerd, and, like, I have a knack for just, like, I have a knack for, like, reading a bunch of, stuff. Inch describe the Rain World community in only its creatures. Well, you have the, you have basically the survivors of it, which are the people who have been around for, like, kind of the longest, you know? They're kind of just okay with it, anything that kind of just goes around, you know? And, then you have the monks. The monks are basically the ones that are kind of just too pure and too innocent, you know? The ones that probably, like, just, you know... Dang, I can't believe the Rain World YouTuber liked the story and themes of Rain World. I would have never guessed. I mean, you know, there's, like, a lot of people in my comment sections, they've never played Rain World and are, like, deeply invested in the fandom. You know? I still don't understand that. Like, I get it. I was in the Undertale fandom before ever playing Undertale. But Rain World feels like one of those ones where it's like, I don't think you could understand the story as well without having playing the game. Because a lot of it almost comes from, like, the gameplay itself. Because it's reflected in the fact that you do struggle a lot on your adventure. The game tells you practically nothing throughout the entirety of it. So you learn to discover that the hardships in this world kind of, you know, they're awful. Your gameplay basically sucks for the most of it. And because of that, it almost... You kind of understand why one would want to basically, you know, stop existing. And it makes a lot of sense when you consider, like, you, the player, have just been angrily dying to, like, a lizard in, like, the wall for, like, the past 5 hours. You want to rage quit, basically. I'm locking in right now, so I'm not really in chat, but I think it's an interesting narrative, is that the narrative is portrayed in the gameplay itself. If you haven't played Rain World, you can still get the narrative, but I feel like it hits a lot harder when you've actually played the game. Rain World is one of the few games where I have, like, gone out of my way to avoid any form of spoilers while I was playing it. Anyway, back to reading chat. So you have Slugcats, which are new players and don't really interact with the community. Scavs, who have been in the game since the beginning, and then there's the Inns. A shit ton of Rain World fans just care about funny haha Slugcat rather than the actual lore and themes of the game. And that kind of disappoints me, because I think it's a very beautifully crafted narrative in the sense of, like, okay, I play Bloodborne. I'm gonna be real with you. I love Eldritch Horror. I am a huge Eldritch Horror fan. I have the entire works of H.P. Lovecraft. And Rain World still managed to surprise me, because I think it perfectly portrays what a Eldritch Horror is. It's a non-interacting force of the unknown. I think the Void Worm twist at the end of Rain World is quite greatly the best bait-and-switch Eldritch Horror tale I've ever seen. If the game just ended, like, with you finding your family, I wouldn't like Rain World as much as I did. I think the fact that you end the game with the Void Worm is it's just so poetic. It understands, like, it understands what an Eldritch Horror is. It is, and I even would go as to say, like, anytime someone asks me what an Eldritch Horror is, I do recommend them this game, because I think it just perfectly portrays it in such a way. Like, but, like, it portrays the three types of Eldritch Horrors. Let me tell you. So, there are three types of Eldritch Horrors. Well, three main types. There's a lot of subtypes and stuff like that. But there is basically, and they're all three portrayed, the Eldritch Horror of knowledge, which is basically, imagine you're an ant, on a keyboard. And you are that ant, and you have been given the knowledge of what that keyboard is. What it does, everything. You have just been given, like, what a human knowledge of a keyboard is to an ant. The ant is powerless to use the keyboard. It can't do anything with the keyboard. But now it is cursed forever with the knowledge that is a keyboard. That is the first twist I think Rain World has when you discover 5 Pebbles. You suddenly realize that this entire structure is a machine god, And then another thing is the second Eldritch Horror it has in the form of the Rot. The Rot is basically the all-consuming Eldritch Horror, a primordial growth born from humanity's mistakes of piercing the veil for too long, trying to grasp at knowledge that they could never obtain. And I think the Rot portrays this well, because 5 Pebbles is trying to break his taboo, And in trying to break his taboo, he slips too far, and he basically curses himself with cancer, a cancerous plague. And it portrays it's beautiful how it does it, And then last of all, the Void Worms, the actual Eldritch Horror, a primordial Eldritch Horror that basically basically has been around, and it's not a malevolent force. It simply exists, and while Jerry takes notice to you, the Void Worm does take notice to you. You are nothing but a simple pest to it, something it needs to get rid of. You'll never know the motive of the Void Worms. Like, what is their motive? You'll never know. And, I think that because of this, it's so intriguing. Like, why is Jerry helping you? Why does he want you to go through the Void Sea? Is he really bent on ascension, or is there something deeper to it? And you'll never know. And because you never know, that's what makes it so great. Honestly, this is why I love Rivulet's campaign so much. Yeah, I think the concept of swimming through the corpse of a dead machine god to revive it is like the environmental storytelling is so well done. And I think also where enemy spawns is in game, like in Spearmaster's campaign and Artificer's campaign, you can legacy in Waterfront Facility a rot cyst. You can get a Brother Longlegs, and it just kind of really tells me, and I know there's a pearl that states this, but if Pebbles had not cut off that bridge, Moon would have gotten the rot. And it's so nice. I mean, it's not like the aerators or rot are more in control of anything as you are. To be fair, yeah. And it does kind of dull down the Eldritch Horror a bit, but it's more of I think because you're playing as a Slugcat, it adds to it, the Eldritch Horror sense. You're just an animal, you are the ant on the keyboard, So it's kind of neat, I really like the story of this game. Only game that's ever gotten me this invested in the story was Bloodborne, Really enjoyed Bloodborne. I guess Elden Ring too. I enjoyed Elden Ring. I liked its Eldritch themes as well. It was a bit of a cosmic fantasy, if anything. The Eldritch Horrors have their own Eldritch Horrors. Yeah! Rainworld gives that sitting on the lap of a much more depressing and angry godlike being feat. Yeah, real. So anyway, where's my scav friend? Sorry, I ascended him. Gameplay-wise, though, I'd say Rainworld has a good gameplay loop, but I'd say gameplay-wise, I don't really like replaying Rainworld. Have you ever heard of Noita? Oh, Noita. I love Noita so much. I don't have the game itself. I could have gotten it during Steam sale. I just didn't think my computer would be able to run it. Because I bought Lethal Company, returned it same day because it can't run Lethal Company. But yeah, I desperately, I want to play Noita. I love, the story. I do know the story of Noita, the whole, alchemists trying to, make the world, all, trying to figure out how to, rock gold, all that, to heaven and all that. Fair concern? But, oh, it is such a fun game. Yeah, it really is. I'm a big fan of roguelikes. I like Hades. I play Hades quite a bit. I enjoy the occasional Greek mythology, Percy Jackson, all that. Everyone's read that. put Megalovania in the background. Honestly, I'm probably gonna end stream here soon because, well, gotta make sure, like, my friend doesn't come home drunk or wasted or some shit, you know? I'm basically his Uber driver, and well, more of like his panic button, you know? Like, if he has anything go wrong, I'm his designated driver, so I probably won't stick on stream for too long. Yeah. Can't get past that part. It's just a little too confusing for me. Or I'm bored eating weird pearls and the cereal first. You know. You know, I think I've really improved in like these 5 months of drawing. Like, I went from circle heads to something a lot better, and it's kind of weird to me because, you know, I've never managed to like directly ever improve my drawing throughout. Like, when I took my traditional art course, I did manage to like somewhat like improve like my shading and all that, but like I just never kind of like improved it. But I think like I've genuinely improved my digital art skill. Surprised Grant isn't here, knowing how much he loves Rainworld content. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that I don't know if he like obviously like he comments a lot on Rainworld content, but I don't know if like, you know, he watches all that. Like, I comment on a lot of Rainworld content, and you know what I do? I watch the first 2 minutes of the video and then I just don't watch the rest. I just watch enough to comment because I'm gonna be real. I watch enough Rainworld content to just kind of not wanna see any more of it. Honestly, your art has gotten a lot better since I first started watching you. Thank you. But, I wonder, if I hit him... Okay, it's not full refresh. Damn. Dang, ran out of juice. I wonder, if I just stay right here, nope. Draw more petals. I intend to. Try to be a little bit more original and not just redrawing some old memes. You know? Like, I'm trying to figure out, funny jokes just on my own. Like, try to think of good cursed jokes, you know? Ones that, like, you know, aren't just redrawings of meme templates. Albeit funny, I want to make, like, funnier content. I still think the videos will just be, like, audio I find, but, like... I do think sometimes voice acting a video is kind of fun. Like, I don't know how, like... The one video I did recently, like, it seems you're a slug cat. You know? I thought that one was funny because it's a reference to a Dragon Ball meme where it's like this dude who like 50-50 coin flips an image of Lego Beerus, and it either goes, it seems you're my friend. I don't really like my friends all that much. Whis, get the friend maker. Or it says something entirely worse, where it says the N-word. Yep. I think that's, you know... And I was going off of the, friend maker one, which I thought, you know... But yeah, that one was a reference to a Dragon Ball meme. I have never watched, like, anime. I mean, like, I'm trying to now. Because now I have a Crunchyroll subscription that I'm bumming off with my friend. But, you know, it's neat. Draw more moths. I don't think I've ever drawn a moth. They're pretty fuzzy. That. Yeah. Meme I did today. I like the meme I did today. Or I think I did today. I don't know. But it's Rivulet doing Take the L emote from Fortnite. I play a lot of Fortnite with my friends. We have like this game mode called Siren Head Zone Wars. That's just great. Like, I think if I were to like ever show chat that on a stream one day, they would completely understand why I'm mentally insane. The only coin flips I do is when I shoot the laser. Oh, okay, ultra kill stuff. I think I'm gonna end stream soon. It's been nice just talking. You know, it was either this or just sit kind of like quietly in my empty dorm doing nothing. What if you drew more grand larceny? Pebbles steals the Mona Lisa, that'd be funny. I would assume you live in the Liberty States? I mean, hell yeah, mentally insane. Mate, you're just some guy. Fair, fair. Mentally insane. I feel like it's lost its meaning these days. When people say I'm absolutely mental, you know, it really doesn't mean anything. How are you reading chat and playing a bullet hell half the time? The Mona Lisa. Okay, that's great. That's great. I might draw that later. But, yeah. You just get used to it half the time. I've recognized, like, the patterns on most of these. For, like, the first two, it's literally just you stay next to Sliver and you'll never get hit. And then, like, the next one is just you hope you're on the right side. Okay, well, that one got screwed over. Pebble steals the Mona Lisa. That's pretty funny. I like how Saint kind of, like, he, like, hones in when he does the Ascension thing. Like, look at, like, the animation he has. He, like, puts his, fingers up to his forehead, and I really like to imagine, I don't have a thing. Okay, like, look, chat, I'm gonna tell you. Look at Saint's, like, fingers. He, like, moves them to his head. Or, like, he tries to at the very least. And I like to imagine he's just putting them on his temple. And, like, just going, brain blast. You know? I think that's funny. I think I'll give this will be my last attempt. Phase 4 is just RNG. Real, though. Real. He T-poses? Yeah, he T-poses while flying. You know, if I could still make some Catboy content, I've had, like, some pretty funny ideas. You know the one Wario sound where he goes, Twitter stinks, I'm leaving. I would love to make a video that's just 5 Pebbles saying that, where he goes, Twitter stinks, I'm leaving, as he, like, packs up his Catboy outfit, you know? I mean, like, I could make it in a way where it's not Catboy Pebbles, but he's just packing up the outfit, so it technically wouldn't count as drawing Catboy Pebbles. I might draw that. I might make that. I think that sounds funny. Which stinks. I'm leaving. Do a cat girl content with a gender bent Pebbles. Easy solution. Odd thing is, you don't get killed by this laser. It just sort of, like, knocks you around. And then, like, the follow-up. Like, getting hit by the laser a second time when close to the wall is what kills you. Still doing the challenge? Oh, yeah. Did I die? I don't remember. But, yeah, I think I'll do that. That'll be my next video. Because, I mean, like, I feel like it's optimal to post, like, on the Saturday, Sunday. That's when it would get the most views. Cause like, everyone's off during that time. I've noticed it's like off days around like 7. Hey, that's it. But like 7 o'clock off days is when like everyone tends to like, well, not everyone, but it has like the highest view return rate. So like it's pretty interesting. I've done like a lot of math on how to like get the most views, but times when I don't actually follow the math is normally just because I'm being lazy and I just can't wait like 20 like 5 hours to not post something. I'll admit, I have an unhealthy relationship with loving to read the comment section. I really enjoy reading the comment section. I like when people interact with my posts and videos. And I like it when they make jokes and stuff like that. I think it's funny. I have been, like, trying to post a lot more to, like, Reddit, Twitter, stuff like that. Is because, mainly, I really just want it to, like, when you look up my name, like, what's up there, right, doesn't already come up. Because I don't like what happens when you look up my name. It's kind of weird, you know? It's because, like, some one dude on Reddit, like, added me on a post, and, like, for some reason, that's, like, all it brings up for my name anymore, and I hate it so much, because it's cringe. It's cringe content. If you like interacting with people, then stream more often. I mean, like, I'd do that if I wasn't too busy, like, doing other stuff, like partying and stuff like that. I mean, I have a life outside this, you know? If I could really just get it hooked up, though. It was fun being on, like, half the stream because YouTube forgot to notify me again. Oh, yeah, I mean, like, heck. Ah, I don't get notified of some videos till, like, weeks in advance. I think it's funny. Anyway, peace, chat. Has to has to make pizzas. They can't stream anything. Yeah, I gotta make money. I